Hello guys, welcome back to Planet Zoo, episode 5 or 6 or who knows, because we got a new location and some conservation credits, so that's pretty neat. So I'll use that because, look at this, the map is starting to get full because we have a new location, Splash Point Park. So let me just give you some backstory. So this is a family fun park that hired the ACZ to put a sea lion show in their lake. And so I did that. We got some sea lions in their little family fun place in the middle of nowhere. So it's pretty neat that I got to build for these seals, but we used this knowledge for seals to make a full-blown aquatic rescue center. So, let's talk. This has some very rare specimens in here that took a lot of conservation credits to do. So just keep that in mind. So we do have a few species, mainly alright species. We're going to do some conservation work here. We're definitely going to return here. This is our most modern build with the most funding we've gotten. No more logs and bricks and stones. We got metal planks, aquatic, and pretty much everything else. Because look at that. That is what I call theming. So, look at this. So, it is daytime. We got path art everywhere. Let's look in this through the cinematic camera, shall we? So, you go through here. It's pretty neat. The staff facilities are just far enough that they won't affect anyone. Oh, hello guys. Through the sea lions. Not the sea lions, sorry, the gray seals. If you can tell, these buildings are based off the Keystone Park Aquarium. Anyways, so I'm going to be watching that later today, unless I haven't already. There's a Rowan, our donkey. And this is our biggest habitat, as you guys will probably be able to guess what's in here. But if you can't, I don't know what's wrong with you. Just kidding. So through the wall, we got Penguin Cove, lots of penguins. So let's just go through here one by one. 16 minutes, Jesus, that's how long I've been recording this for. I can't even talk for 16 minutes straight, but that's okay. Let's go to the staff area first. It's just pretty general, nothing much. So let's go here. The park isn't complete by any means. We got some map blueprints, but it's good enough where I can show you. Because the glass, I'm gonna put some like metal wiring on there. No ATMs, what a disaster. There's our seal, one of them. We have 5 seals in here, so look at the view of like the water and the mountains. It's pretty cool. Yeah, because like that's a good mountain range. So let's look around because it's looking very packed over by this plaza area. Got some path design, some fountains, some other stuff. It was originally going to be a splash pad, but you saw my splash pad skills in the family fun park. So yeah. Oh, there's a seal. This is the deep dive area, so it's pretty neat. It is crystal water, so if you want clear water like this, crystal water. Hold up, I need to like lay down to record. Okay, there we go. If the audio changed, sorry. You hear a lot of muffling. So let's go here. We are in here now. There is mainly seating in here and education. Oh, yep, there they are. I really like seals in this game. But look at that view. You can look at the seals, but then look up and there's mountains and trees. That is borderline neat. So let's see. Yep, let's take a look. Those are 5. We have a we don't have a breeding program, but they breed nonetheless for SSP. So we have 2 babies in here. They are both white and adorable. We got Daryl and somebody else. So this is Daryl. He is a child. Hello, Daryl. I am not a child, even though I am. So let's see. Oh, there's Mom bouncing in the background. Daryl is oblivious. And here's Tyrus. Is Tyrus Roman? Or is it British? Or is it British Roman? So let's, don't know how to work the camera feature there, but that's okay. Explore mode, we got hand sanitation, because here is Rowan, our dolphin. Did I seriously just say dolphin? He's a donkey. He's a donkey. American standard donkey. He's just a donkey. We had him here because he makes us money, and I like donkeys. And we don't have it in the Barnyard Animals pack, so there it is. We got some very low, terribly made terrariums. I'm gonna replace them actually in the next episode. I might not show you guys, but it's fine. Let's see. Xochicol, I can't read it. Xochicoltino, Xochiquetzal, Netzaletl, and Tanok. I'm mestizo, by the way, so it's pretty neat. So there's Rowan again. He has a decent habitat space. He's like a few meters off, so therefore he's in the orange. But otherwise, if you want to make a donkey in an enclosure of that size, go for it. Do I sound congested in the video? This is really odd. And oh my god, that looks like the LA protest right there. So let's take a look. We're just going to put this in 3x speed because it is now daytime again where the camera quality is better. Rowan is sleeping. And let's see. This is a blueprint, so you can just see from the conservation restaurant, you can look at Rowan. It's pretty neat. You can just pretty much just do that. Get a good view of the mountains right there. It's pretty neat. Underpriced. Well, if you say so. But first, let's go to the penguins after we, we got a bunch of things. So, $17. That's pretty expensive for a Planet Zoo. Well, I guess that kind of spoiled it, but yeah, the animal in that enclosure is a polar bear. If you didn't think it was a polar bear, I have no idea what's going on with your head. You thought it was like a giraffe or an elephant. So, let's look here. We got your classic... Oh, no, not that. We got your classic... Oops, I'm gonna burp. Little penguin habitat. Not little penguin, African penguin. We got some custom things. I turned them the wrong way. And a nice little shelter building. So, it's pretty neat. Oh, hold up, my neck is gonna explode if I stay in this position. Yep, all the penguins just down there chilling. It's not clear water here, but you can still see them. So, this is a work in progress. It is the habitat entrance to the habitat bubble. Sorry, we can go in there. We just gotta go like that. And no one's around. That's kind of sucky. Oh, but look at that. Baby penguins everywhere. We started with 4, now we're at 18. So, if I could say a breeding program for a critically endangered species, I'd say we have something percent of the population in the wild just here. Which is pretty cool. I don't know why there's a domestication sign. We don't domesticate penguins. We should. They can be like the next chickens. And down into the water I see, because the babies cannot. They are restricted to the land. Okay, let's go in here. Yep, there we go. Now you can see the babies. We got the 4 babies. We got Kawasaki, Kako, Kriko, Yestripe, which translates to Kowalski, Skipper, Rico, and Private. I used to watch that every day. So if that, I don't know how you're even getting up there, so. What was I saying? Yeah, anyways. I still think that this is a pretty good enclosure. Here, let's go in the middle. Not the middle, the inside. I didn't do much on the interior. I added some webcams. We got some fish. and a penguin, so that's pretty neat. Let's look around here. Rustic 2D, 3D panels. It's the same on the other side too. It's a webcam, but instead of food, it's just some hay. So let's go to the last enclosure, arguably our most popular. I can't believe I did that with the camera for the third time. Balloons flying out of the atmosphere. It's a little higher than it should be, but that's okay. You got some Ursurus maritimus education there. Why is the water green is what I want to know. Is the hydrilla toxicating the place? It's the same design for the seals, just... it's alright, I guess. It actually has a vantage point. That is for the dome entrance. We'll go in there at the end, but... oh, can we seriously not walk up the bridge? Okay, that's kind of weird, but let's go into... I'm not good at the cameras, so I don't know. Free look... oh, nope. Please, Frontier, get rid of this thing, this circle, because I need to tour my parks. I can click on things with other stuff. More Ursa, and there he is. Quimic, we meet again. You have a massive habitat, but you still say it's not big enough. Fair enough, polar bears need a lot of space in captivity, so that's pretty neat. Actually, I know it's about to jump in the water, so let's get in the viewing dome. And I've done this before. You just have to wait in the viewing dome. Oh, the camera sucks. You just gotta wait here, put it on the water, and watch it splash. 3, 2... I was off by 1 second. It's fine. Though, he just kind of swims around. He doesn't really deep dive, even though this entire pool is over 5 meters of water. So... the entire thing is water and deep dive. We're looking at it from the inside now. It's not very common to see him in the building, but he shows up every now and again. So I don't think when I was filming this, because this is past tense, he doesn't deep dive the entire time. I remember when Keystone Park from Kingpin 2058 or 2058 posted Keystone Park for the first time on the thing. I made a polar bear habitat and they were always deep diving. But polar bear, their habitat I think came out today, so go watch his channel for his polar bear content. So, yeah, our polar bear here in franchise, he does not deep dive for whatever reason. I don't know if he's obstructed by the roof floor or the hydrillas or whatever. So, I have absolutely no idea why he won't deep dive, so... that's a separate problem. I hope we can get another polar bear, because I know it's very difficult to breed them. But I have hope for a breeding program with the polar bears so that we can have polar bears here without having to constantly rebuy them after they die and not have any form of conservation of SSP in this zoo. So that's alright. There is still like a minute left in the recording, and I think we're just gonna focus on the polar bears. I can give you like some fun facts. Fun fact, polar bears are white. Do you know that? Bet you didn't. So, let's look around and just watch him tread water. If that wall broke, polar bear versus penguin would be a very real game. Do you guys ever like play that in gym? Polar bear penguin? It's basically just capture the flag. But for now, this is goodbye. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And Tyrus escaped and the world is going to hell.